Sorry. Maybe there's some question. If I cannot answer, then ask the Sanghas, Geshe-las. I'll ask it back. I'll ask it back to you.
Thank you, Rinpoche. I've been enjoying your book, Enjoying Death.
That enjoying death is extremely good thing to hear, because in the world, most people hide. Most people hide death. You see, they don't talk, but they don't talk about. They don't need to hear. Even to hear, they don't want to think of their death. Or hide because you don't know what to do. Because you don't know what to do. They don't have don't know what to do because they haven't got a solution. So they just try to hide the death. You understand? So sad, so sad. The most sad. The end of the life is the most sad. You see? And of course they don't know Dharma. They don't know Buddha's teachings. They don't know Lesbical teachings. They don't know Paramita and Mahayana teachings, Sutra. They don't know Mahayana Tantra teachings. So that's more profound method. So yeah, go on. Sorry. So good to hear, enjoy the death. Wow.
So how did you come up with the title?
I don't remember, that was me or not. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe. Was that me? Huh?
Yes, it was you, because you say it all the time.
Oh, yes, okay. That, you see, why we're here, why we are taking Vajrasattva initiative, why we're here, is to enjoy the death. Oh, your answer. I mean, your talk. Oh, that's what it's for. We're here for that. That's one way. Of course, for enlightenment, to achieve enlightenment, to enlighten all senses means yes. But now, enjoy the death. To not be upset, to enjoy the death. That way, in the world, most people upset, excess suicidal people. Suicidal, they don't know. So, because their mind is, some problem, some to do with the attachment, some problem, separated from husband, separated from girl, wife left you, and business fell down, business failed, and something then then so depressed, so you see so much, you see your problem, you don't see other people's problem, don't think the world, you think only yourself, only your life. And then comes suicidal, or maybe that's best. Then stop my life, or then there's no suffering. It's like candle stops, the wax finish and the candle stops. Oh, that's nothing. Oh, it's thinking like that, but it's totally hallucinated, wrong, and some you see when strong attachment is missing the what you are. Like you see, you are missing husband or girlfriend or something, so attached to then you see some not happening. The object attachment is not happening. Oh, then the spirit contact, spirit connect. Or then you hear sound of your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend talking. If it's not there, you hear the sound. It's called paranoia, yeah? But it's spiritually connected to the attachment, to your problem. So you hear these things. So you believe. And then you believe. You're not checking whether it's true or not. Then it will help you. It's not right, it's wrong. It will help you. But because you believe, then you see what Spirit tells you, you believe. Oh, this is my mind thinks. Oh, you try to believe in that. Then you do that. You see, many people in the world, so many people do suicidal thoughts. Or like that, you see, due to also connected spirits outside. So, of course, everything comes from the mind, but it's, yes, that's also like that. So what I'm going to say, also, you see, sorry to say this, but how to say, you see, even though you met Dharma, even you have met Dharma, you see, well, you know, even you translate Dharma in the foreign Tibetan language, even you know Tibetan language, you know, intellectually you know Dharma, Dharma subjects, but you see now, because every day practice probably didn't happen. It's actually your mind practicing. You see, practicing Dharma, the letting go attachment, you see, practicing Dharma, which brings all the problems, hundreds, thousands, all the problems, the attachment to this life. Or then you let go that doesn't do. You practice, you don't do that. So even you speak Dharma, but your heart is not in Dharma. And so then what happens is when your girlfriend, when your wife left you suddenly for another man, or what husband left you for another girl or something, then you see you're completely collapsed. You see, then like mountains of problems on you, like Mount Everest, like that, you know, problems on you, you know. Then you see only your problem. You don't see the world problem, the 6 trillion problem. So then that time, all that suicidal thought comes in. Suicidal thought comes. So then connect you with spirits, and then that comes. So see that time then when you face the problem yourself with the attachment. Then you see, that happened in Switzerland. You see, Geshe-Rabten is my first guru, Baksa, who began teaching philosophy, Dura, first one to start with. So, great meditator, learned teacher. So, Geshe-Rabten lived. I think his illness, I think I maybe asked to, with a teacher at the Tibetan monastery in Switzerland, Rikun. So I think that maybe. But then slowly disabled came, then they started monastery with myself. And then I don't know the place. Anyway, this student, he knew Tibetan, and he translated Geshe Thubten's course teachings. But you see, one day, what happened? He was left, suddenly his wife left him, so then completely closed his life. I mean, it's like, I must he knew Dharma, but intellectually do, even translate, but so there, you see, it became a huge problem for his mind. So then suicide, he hanged. Well, it was not with the spirits, but it was, of course, in the West, it's not known, not discovered yet. It's like so many things about the mind, there's oceans like that subject of mind, gross, subtle, extremely subtle, so much. So anyway, it had not discovered yet. These suicidals and all, they mainly the thing is believed done by the person himself, herself. So anyway, so he hanged in his house, then killed. So like that, this happened. So, that's the lack of missing Dharma practice, intellectual understanding, but didn't get to practice, meditate. The particular renunciation, impermanence, death, didn't get to meditate. So important subject. I chanted because it's so important, so I chant. Woo! So important. Because if you chant, it might stay longer in the mind. Meditation, but think, to practice Dharma. You see, you have to. There's a medicine for the mind, Dharma. Yes, but the body, there's food, and mind, the medicine of the mind is Dharma, So just learning, but not practice. That's what an example like that happens. Danger. So then you see, then you are some ordinary people who would never have Dharma. Then the sufferings happens. So anyway, sorry. It just jumped when I heard enjoying death. That's great. So please go on. Yeah. Yeah. What's the question?
Well, that was a wonderful teaching just now. I guess it's still hard to think about enjoying death.
Yeah. So you see, generally transforming the problems into happiness. So you have to train your mind from small problems. From small problems, you try to transform into happiness, the thought transformation. Using it in the past to, it's not just, it's not only right way to ignore and you see peace. Your mind kind of settle. now like taking drug or alcohol, because you worry, then you drink alcohol, or then kind of say, so you don't think of that or don't bother. So because alcohol, the power is press the mind. So for a while, then you don't feel. Then when the alcohol power is gone, then the problems that comes up, the thoughts. You feel not just like that. It's Lojong thought transformation means you use it to practice bodhicitta, conventional bodhicitta, absolute bodhicitta, emptiness, conventional bodhicitta. You use to achieve the problem. You use to achieve yourself to achieve enlightenment. And you transform, you utilize in the path to enlightenment, and you utilize in the path to happiness. All the sentient beings to achieve happiness. You use your problem. Oh, like that, you see. So even right away you can do from big problem, but you start from small, then you're able to do bigger and bigger problems, able to transform in the path to enlightenment. So you transform problem into happiness. So like that, and also what you need is also meditate or think shortcomings of self-cherishing thought as much as possible, and the benefits of cherishing others as much as possible. Oh, then you see, that helps overall. The death is one thing. Death is one that very also person whose mind is trained well in Lojong thought transformation, and that is a great, exciting, great pleasure. It's like for somebody who was able to Lojong, then it's thought transformation in the utilizing the path to achieve enlightenment or for happiness, for sentient beings. So then it's like great. It's like going for a picnic, or you didn't meet your parents for childhood times. You didn't see for so many years. And today you can see meet your parents. Well, some people they so happy, unbelievable. Like that. Like going to a picnic or some place you've been praying or wishing for whole life, and now you're going there. So other kind of depending on individual people. So like that. And for some people, it's the most terrible. The death is most terrifying. They don't even think. Try to ignore. Because can't do anything. So. They don't know about death and about solution. So it's hard to ignore. But that, of course, doesn't help. So that you have to go through, you have to experience any time. So it doesn't help. So, then the one that happens, and then there's unbelievable fear. And even just separating from family, from friends, and and the possession, and even from your body, even just that, besides thinking what next, where you're going to be, without thinking, just separation from the. But it's a great fear. What unbelievable. Then, so how much possession you have, then more possession you have, then that's because attachment is more fear. So like that. Of course, like bodhisattvas, you see, who had in the past, the bodhisattvas who had thousands of wives, or who works for a sentient being, not even slightest self-cherishing thought. There's nothing for self. You see, totally for working with sentient beings, and so like that. Bodhisattva who's king, who had so much wealth and 1,000 wives and all that. They're so totally percent. So see, so when they pass away, there's no slight worry. In no matter how much wealth they have. If they have 1,000 wives, so like that. So like that. That's that's what you see. You have to become familiar with the Donglen practice, taking out the sufferings and the cause of suffering on some heart, destroy the ego, the self-chasing thought, and the root of samsara, the root of that is the ignorance. You see, true ignorance, holding true existence, believing, destroy that. And then, with the loving kindness, you dedicate your body, wealth, and virtue, result happiness, up to enlightenment, dedicate totally for numberless sentient beings, hell, numberless sentient beings, hungry ghosts, numberless sentient beings, animal, numberless sentient beings. Animal doesn't be just a cow or horses or something only you like. No. Every single hazard, chicken, every single rats and cockroach and whatever. I don't know. Every individual has a different animal what I don't like. Then every single snake, every single slugs, because of every single tiniest being, every single human being, every single asura. So giving, I think you need to practice that. You need to get familiar with that. And so easy to do. Then you can use the death for that. And you didn't die yet, but you practice. But you see, you practice. You use the death for practice thought transformation. You see, so to achieve enlightenment for sentient beings. So that you train the mind. Then when the day one that suddenly, unexpectedly, suddenly happens, then your mind is just ready. Your mind is just prepared, just ready. All like that. So easy. All like that. Need training. It just doesn't. Even if you never do training, and then suddenly come this. Suddenly, that's. I can't say impossible, but the heart really training. Okay? But it's fantastic. That's the really best. I mean, when you transform that, when you use the death for happiness to achieve enlightenment, then you can do another problem. Then you don't mind any other problem, you can use It's amazing, happiest life. So any problem, you can utilize the path to enlightenment to all sentient beings. Wow. That's what happiness you need. What that greatest You see? That's so important. Okay, so you see, sorry, keep talking. I think, This is the biggest problem. Not thinking that. You see, those who met Dharma, learn the Dharma, the words, but you see, not thinking that, they're unable to practice Dharma. Not thinking that, you're dead. So, unable to practice Dharma, to subdue the mind. You are unable to do that. Even you are expert in Sutta Tantra, even you are expert in the more than 100 volumes, Kankyur Buddha's teachings, they thank you the commentaries by great Pandit Nalanda, great Pandit yogis in more than 200 volumes. Even you are expert, even you know all the words, even you can explain to people. But you see, you don't practice Dharma. If you don't think in death, why? If you don't think your own death can happen in a time, which is the reality, then even small problems for your mind, big battering to your mind, even small problems become huge like mountains and then exaggerated and then besides the death, and then when the death happens, then like ordinary people who never met Dharma, who never had Dharma, doesn't know Dharma at all, it's the same. So not know the differences. Oh, that's danger like that. Very poor life. Exactly the same. When you experience problem, the same as ordinary people who met Dharma, doesn't know the Dharma. Exactly the same. Suffer. Oh, nothing differences. That happens. You are practiced. If you normally you train your mind, impairment, that thinking, then able to practice Dharma. They're much easier. They're less problem. Even not completely no problem, but less problem. Then if you train well in thought transformation, then no problem. All the problems are you used for supporting, for enlightenment. Every problem, blind magic, they casually, whatever other people abuse or whatever they do, you use in the path to enlightenment. So you have no problem. The problem is to practice Dharma, you use for enlightenment. So like that. So very happy mind, all the time, very happy mind. So much happy mind, you see. People think of death. Normally think of death, awareness, alert. So like that. Then now you see. Also, so you see, but knows Dharma, but doesn't practice all that. And then you see so much problem. All right. As I mentioned yesterday, more Dharma, more ego, more pride, and all this get developed, more selfish. Then you see, your mind is worse than before you met Dharma. Before you met Dharma is simple, quite simple. I'm not saying everybody, but so like that. So you see now, who don't know who the man Dharma? People in the world, business people who have million, zillion, trillion dollars. Zillion, trillion dollars. So business people, because normally they try to ignore, they don't think of them dead. They try to ignore, because they don't know what to do. So what to do, they don't know. So they ignore. So little life, being completely the life is distracted. Totally distracted with the business, with family, with business, the outside things. totally on a five sense object, I mean, six sense object. Outside, totally busy. No time to think of yourself. I mean, on death and how to, you see. I mean, they haven't met Dharma, so they don't know how to make preparation for death. Not preparation for death means preparation for the future life, happiness. Happiness for future lives. I mean, because I don't know how many times when you realize ultimate wisdom, realizing and directly perceiving emptiness and able to see the seed of delusion, karma, and then free from samsara. I don't know when that happens, because the first thing you met with Dharma, So I don't know, billion, zillion, trillion lifetimes, I don't know how long, but the happiness, you need happiness in those lives. On all those, then you need ultimate happiness, the free from samsara forever. Then you need the ultimate happiness, everlasting happiness, the total cessation, obscurity, completion, realization. So preparation for death. So when you do the preparation for all those happiness, preparation for death is, by the way, it's happening. So even where, for example, here tonight, try to do the Vajrasava Janang, and you also come to take care. This is preparation of death, But for all those happiness, what I mentioned before, it's all everything that then you treat yourself, treat Buddhahood, and then you free the numberless sentient beings. Numberless sentient beings from each realm, six realm, freedom from oceans or samsara suffering, and bring them to enlightenment. You see? So it's also for that. So they include the preparation for death, enjoy the death. You see? So you purify person, you purify, so powerful practice. You purify the past negative karmas collected from beginning to birth up to now. You purify. Then as you learn more Dharma, as you learn more karma, then you see also abstain. Abstain from heavy negative karmas. So the anyway, I just mentioned here rather than waiting for letter to explain. But so, for example, you see, reciting 21, at least 21 times. No question about 100 or more. But it's just even 21 times on 100 syllables on Vajrasava. So you see, not only it purifies today's negative karma, not only it purifies today's negative karma with clarity, with the bodhisattva mind, the degenerated Patimashva, Bodhisattva Bhava, Tangtiri Bhavas, those who have taken those vows and degenerate, not only purify that. And you see, not only that, and the past negative karma, past life negative karma, it gets purified. Now, then one important thing, if you don't recite the Vajrasava, end of the day, you see, then what happens? Today's negative karma, whatever you collected with the bodhisattva mind, then becomes double next day. It becomes a double. Next day, then triple 30. They go on like that. You don't recite Vajrasava mantra even 21 times. The long one 21 times. The short one, Vajrasattva, 28 times to be able to do that function, power. So see, you see, then you see, even you didn't kill human beings or any big things, big lies, while you don't have realization, then you sure I have realization or things big chain lie. Or you see, if you didn't do, but you see there are many other negative karmas with the body, spirit, mind. Even though it is very small, but because you don't do Vajrasattva, so begin to increase it double the next day, triple the third day. So, and then the children which says, I think more number, which says, I think 2 more times or something like that. Rinpoche is saying. Anyway, all like that. You see, so what happens after? So by the time when you die, the negative karmas, even they are small, but you see, by increasing, day by day increase, it becomes like mountains. You see, one small atom, by increasing, become huge mountains. By the time when you die. So it's like that. So one atom, by increasing, become like a mountain. You see? So it becomes unbelievable. Then you get born low but even suffer. And then even you are born, do not good karma, you are born human being, or then so much suffering. Oh, the creating result, experience result, smell the cause and the positive result, all that rapid result, suffering the Lord, all that, so much suffering. Also that, then you see like that. Then you see somebody who knows how to purify, especially Vajrasattva. The wise person, you see. So even the negative karma or to the collection is a heavy one, not a small one, heavy one. But by doing Vajrasattva, get purified by the time when you die. Become so light, so thin, so light, or you don't have to experience at all then suffering the negative karma, all like that, you see. So it is, I don't know which text, the great Satya Pandit, such a lecture might be Kebe Dikba Chen Chung, Lumbe Dikba Chung Che. Oh, this. I remember one time I wrote this to Geshe Chini, one of Sarah, the abbot of Kappa now, who's a resident teacher at ABC in Singapore. So when he was in Sarah studying, I wrote this to him, and he said it was beneficial to his mind. So you have to know that. So also you see, Lama Disha mentioned. You see, there's I think 2 monks from Drepung Monastery, Tibet, and they try to keep away from Tang 3 initiations and things like that. Trying to keep away. Oh, you can't keep the vows, and so scared and kind of because thinking, trying to keep word, not take initiation, because I have to take vows and so 2 gestures. So that then Lama said to Kasure, you see, Venkati, you see, for example, if a car doesn't have a cover, if your car doesn't have cover outside, doesn't put cover, then quickly it's covered by dust. So there in text mentioned it's a mandala, mandala, live like this, is it then quickly covered by dust, So like that, you see the rainfalls of, the Bodhisattva, even Bodhisattva less, but Bodhisattva, especially Tangdrik, those are very, especially those subtle ones. And so you see, like dust covering the mandala, this offering mandala, not the judgment, this mandala base. So I just say car outside all the things as if we don't clean that soon covered by dust. So like that, vices, Bodhisattva Tangdriva, the Bodhi Mangshan, more Bodhisattva, more Tangdriva, like that. So, but who knows Bodhisattva practice, then one time you can clean completely. One time you can clean completely. Or who don't know Bodhisattva, who doesn't practice, is like that. But who knows Bodhisattva practice, completely clean one time. So then Lamadesha said, the 2 different monks. It's like that is like, that is like blind yak, whose eyes blind. So couldn't see the couldn't see the whole grass. So you see, the book is blind, so can see only you eat some leaf, some eat. You see, but there's many grass, but you don't see. So only you eat some. Only you eat some left. You see. So like that, you see. So Lama Adesha mentioned the 2 dishes. Also, this is not knowing about just our practice. So it's like eating yak, eating grass. Blind yak eating grass, all like that. So by knowing practicing Bodhisattva, then you clean completely. Even though many dust come, but you can clean completely. All like that, you see. Like that, then gradually get better and better and less. And more, as your mind more developed, and more renunciation, more wisdom, ultimate wisdom realizing, and more bodhicitta, you see, like that, the basis of Tantra. Then, of course, on the top of that. So, you see, then less and less rainfalls of these vices, Bodhisattva Tantra, Abhartya Bodhisattva, less and less become all like that. Then achieve enlightenment, all like that. So Lama Desha mentioned this, like that, you see. So that's what I must say. Why we're here tonight is enjoy the death, preparation for death. So all the happiness up to enlightenment. We have to know that. The reason is like sky. Reason is like infinite sky. Okay? So like that. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, and then something else? I hope it will hurt somebody. Well, I think didn't hear for so many years, or first time, then you don't hear my language, my broken English. You don't hear, or you are wrong way. So in the Gabon, very interesting Gabon course. One Gabon course, I don't know which one. So there's an older lady from London Center. She teaches yoga or something. What's her name? Bridget Harry. Harry? Harry. She came to the course. And so she thought I was talking about Tibetan rice. For 3 days talking about Tibetan rice. But you see, she didn't ask anybody. So only after 3 days, she asked one monk called Namgyal, probably maybe her friend or somebody who she knows, Namgyal. Why I'm talking so much about Tibetan rice? Then Namgyal said, it's not Tibetan rice, it's a dependent rice. Yeah, after 3 days. She had a lot of patience. Sorry, I began, but it didn't finish. So, you see, business people who own billion, trillion dollars, so rich. You see, of course, they don't think of their own death. They try to ignore because they don't know what to do. Some have doubt. There's no sure, but there's another life, not. But some maybe believe there's nothing. So anyway, you see the biggest problem is not thinking that, and doing research in the world, doing research, different religions, even not only Buddhist, but different religions. You look what method they have. Look, research, check, including Buddhism. Don't think Buddhism is so small. No, check what method they have. Oh, there's a lesser part. What method? Paramita and the part, Sutra, Mind Sutra, what method? Tantri part, what method? So much to learn. You see? But, they don't research. Only business, all sense objects, the happiness was sense, not happiness for the mind. Casual principle consciousness. Just, not for the mind, or perhaps sense objects, pleasure. So mind busy with that. So then suddenly one day the death comes, which is never thought of nothing. Then that's the family. What a worry. Just worry, separate from the family, from wealth, just that. Wow, what a, nothing they can do. So this happens. So normally you don't pay attention, you don't learn. Look at the world. Research. What this religion offers death. What method it has. You see? most important subject. End of your life, how you end. But that's why the candle, wax finish, candle, like that. You see, you have to study, you have to, whether there's continuation of mind or not. I mean, the research, you have to research your own, not just only listen not just only listen to what people say, what do people believe. Oh, that depends on what kind of people you meet. So that means your karma. So, so like that. So when the death comes, so nothing they can do. So the family is so sad, nothing they can do. So in Delhi, in Delhi, the Chitamahana Meditation Center in Delhi. So the first thing, you see, then there was a house found near cemetery. I didn't go inside. Lama and Dr. Nick and Sunita, the one Indian lady, a friend of Nick, the Lama's disciple. So she helped to find a house to start the Siddhamahana Meditation Center in Delhi. So Lama went to look for the house. So I didn't go. I was stayed at the cemetery. There's another cemetery, two cemeteries I heard in Delhi, a public cemetery. So I was 2 hours. I was standing, and there was one maybe rich Indian big family. Maybe a wife died. So her body brought up. I don't know, India. I don't know, usually in the West, his body is taken to the, what's it called place? Fill up with the eyes and they make up the body. Huh? Morgue. So I don't know, they might have, I'm not sure. So brought to the cemetery and many people came by car, motorcycle, and the whole land. Then each person prostrated in the front of the wife. Body, see, like that. And then the father or husband, I don't know, business, probably they're rich family, maybe a high rich family. So he was walking, he doesn't know what to do. He was walking around and he was asking me, are you doing research here? He asked me, are you doing research here? The cemetery. I don't know what I said, I don't remember. But otherwise, normally, if you talk about death, dharma, death, would not fit to the mind. But that time, he was going up, down, didn't know what to do. So I think it was perfect time to speak of dharma in that time. That I thought death happened to the family and didn't know what to do. But I didn't speak. I didn't speak. So, but I discovered like that. That's perfect time to speak Dharma. So this, normally you don't never think. But it's going to happen in the day. It's going to happen definitely, and any day, any moment. It's going to happen, any moment. And they may not believe law of rhythms, but in a moment you go to law of rhythm. If you're dying with the non-virtues, not virtue thought, if you're dying with non-virtues, then in a moment you go to law of rhythm. In a moment. Oh, that's the reality. The hell, what is written on the walls, people get scared to see. Or Buddha's teachings, what explain, you're scared. Or this, any moment you'll be there. Oh, so therefore, then we came here for Bodhisattva initiation tonight. Oh, that's the answer. That's what to do, how to purify the negative karma collected from beginningless birth. Not only today, from beginningless birth. How to save yourself, how to protect yourself, how to go to happiness, not on death, but how to go to happiness, future life happiness, then liberation from the enlightenment, how to go to happiness after enlightenment. All of that. Tonight, Bodhisattva. Now you understand how that is utmost important. And then, as I mentioned yesterday, karma, last night, also, then to live the life good heart, to live the life with the good heart. Then, so with the other sentiments, good heart, to not harm on the basis of that, to benefit others, whatever you can. So you meditate, you study Dharma, you're eating, walking, sitting, sleeping, doing jobs, support for others. As much as possible. Even you don't about the citta realization, but as much as possible, you put your effort, you think this way. You turn your life in that way, not all day and night, then you die, that thing, just, the only cause of law realm, then, nothing good, very depressed, very most upset, not like that. Although you turn your life to, you see, it's like sun shining. You turn your life towards other sentiments, you open your heart and benefit as much as you can, even small things, as I mentioned last night. And then you see, you develop that good heart to benefit other sentiments. All like that, you see, put your effort in bodhicitta. You see, everything. Eating, walking, sitting, sleeping, doing job, meditating, starting, everything. And then, you see, on the basis of bodhicitta as much as possible. All like that, everything become cause of enlightenment as much as possible. And that is also enjoy the death. That's the method of enjoying the death. So death does not become fearful. Death for you, death is not scaring. Death is like changing clothes, changing dress, like that. You see, it's another body, and then you see more happiness, even better than this life. Next life is even better than this life. And they can able to benefit more for something, able to develop more your mind in meeting Dharma, so the life to life, then you go to enlightenment. All like that, you see. I should do that. So you see, other things, all that little life with a good heart as much as possible. Try to benefit others. So sorry, I should mention, last time only I mentioned charity. You see, Buddha said one, even making charity size of a hair to somebody, and then 80,000 eons, you don't get raw realm. Not only that, you see, so many in the future life from that one action, benefiting somebody, charity. But then, so many lifetimes, you see, you will have success, your happiness, and you have a wealth, and so many lifetimes, all that. Then you see, the ultimate you achieve enlightenment. There's so much mentioned in the text, quotation from Buddha. I didn't say last night. So much happiness, success in next lives. so much wealth, and then ultimate enlightenment, all like that mentioned. Yeah, so it's like that, you see. Sorry. So I see here. I mean, big problem, biggest problems. Those who happen in Dharma, like business people, they have everything, they have all the wealth, but which is not thinking death, suffering when they have to die, suffer, the family suffer, the person dying suffer, So that, because so you see, sorry to mention this, and you see, in Washington, we do like this. Washington is a retreat place. It was David Mark, was it? David Gonzalez. Yeah. So that first he built a house in the mountain. Then also retreat place, small house, separate from that. And, so he gave land down below the mountain, his house on the hill. He gave land to me to down below the mountain. And he did five puja, Bandalama, 5 puja. He just got, I think, pujas. Caught up in he lived his life doing pujas for students and for his own students and many other people. So then they make offering, and he lived his life like that. He translated many teachings. Translated, So that was he died by cancer. I think 2-3 years ago. I think. So anyway, you see, Washington, just to tell you that, just information there. It wasn't so much the result, or thinking the result, but I was thinking, more thinking the needs for the sentient being. So, backside the house, many years ago, some years ago, so there were 2 ants' nests. So I had a text from Tibet, the text out from charity for the ants, Damba, things explained, the mantra to recite. I have a text there. So anyway, I did that. So the Zamba, the Bali, flowers, so the recite mantra, blood Zamba, also mixed with the blessed water, with the mantras, with the many mantras, especially Amani Pemihum, of course. Then he's on a Lama's money pill, I think maybe mixed in or something. So anyway, but then make dry and then sprinkle on the nest, so make charity for the ants. So 1 week, then totally finish like that. So now there was a true monk now living there in Washington. One named Thubten, he studied in Nalanda in France, not Nalanda, India, of France, Ephemeral monastery, a real monastery there. They do sojong, they purify the degenerate vows, and restoring, making pure, and then abiding summer retreat, and then releasing from that 3 activities. The monastery, you see, have to do the monks. Of course, then there's the master program, basic program. The master program, the Lama met with the Geshe-Shamba Gyatso. And then afterwards, one nun, another aunt said, "That's too long." So there's 8 years started. So then I met the basic program. So with some advice from Geshe Sopa, Then, so this now most of the centers have this, even so that there's a drone teaching here. So he was the best student from Lama Zopa Institute. Geshe Mbojas was teaching the first master program. So he was the best student, and he always passes the exams. And so here I asked him to teach here, and so that then. So you are very fortunate. So FMT is very fortunate nowadays. Not only Geshe, but lay, even students teach philosophy to the centers, whether there's Geshe, whether there's no Geshe. Like that. So, now for regards learning Buddhism, so just not only, you don't live with blind faith. Of course, yesterday I wanted to say, blind faith, you see, but you see, faith is Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, and those who has all the qualities can protect power to protect you and sentient being from suffering samsara. So you see, even though you don't know this rope is the best, most reliable, to hold on to that so that you don't get to fall down the fire down there. So by holding that, then it takes you outside of this. So it's an unmistaken rope, reliable rope. Or the person, there's unreliable people, but there's a person who is reliable. Then rely on that, you get saved from the whatever the problem is, falling from the drowning in water, or fall in the fire, or whatever it is. So it's like that. If it's blind faith, you don't know, you haven't learned, you don't know. But you see, whom you have faith is the correct one. It's the correct one. You don't change, by learning Dharma, you change the object of refuge. No, like that. It's the same. Only before, when you're blind faith, now it's more with the understanding, the power, the quality. So same. So I'm saying even blind faith, like in Solukhumbu, Tibet. There's of course great monasteries, so much learning, so much realizing, even within the monastery became enlightened. But also, you see, in the border, Himalaya mountain, beer, in our home where I was born, Nepal, Himalaya mountain, people don't have much, so difficult to learn, much opportunity. I mean, I think the children time went much later than started school by Sir Edmund Hillary, and then there was Nepalese school. So I mean, there, if you speak in Nepali or English or Nepali, it's easier. But however, so don't have much opportunity where even they go teaching just with faith, but they don't understand, and it's not like you people. It's not like that. But before, there's no tape recorder to record or anything. They cannot write, and just the hand with faith. Even though, for example, my mother goes from Solukhumbu in Tibet to take teaching. Before my father was together, but my father died. Maybe when I was in mother's stomach, or maybe in the bamboo basket. I'm not sure. So my mother goes time to time, not often, but Oh, so the Rinpoche in Tibet, backside the Mount Everest, and go for teachings. And for example, my mother used to go there, and you see, during the session, all the time, then when the Lama talks go through a scripture, then they don't understand. Maybe the monks, maybe the lay who's education, or monks, or not necessarily every monk, but I mean, so like that who learns. But Lama, when the Lama goes on the text, but Lama tells, some advices. When you recite mantra, don't pass two beats. Don't pass two beats like this. Don't pass, or like that. Or when you're front of Lama, you must sit with the two hands like this, and sit, controlling like that. You don't do, things like that. My mother understands. But then when Lama goes on the text, then my mother don't understand. She says, so like that, you see. People faith in. So however, anyway, Maurya is saying the blind faith, but it's worthwhile. It's an unmistaken object of refuge. It's who has all the quality of power. Oh, there's so much to study. Oh, philosophy. So much to study, material to explain. Wow, then, you see, so like that. So you see the unmistaken rope they're holding on, or unmistaken person they're holding on. Who can help you? Wow, so like that. You see? So still very, very worthwhile, unmistaken. But of course, better, you see, of course, then safe, you can help actually to actualize realizations, to part to yourself, then to help other people. Then you see, for that, to learn their quality is, of course, powers, and how they liberate you and sentient beings, liberate from samsara, bring to enlightenment. Of course, that's better. So you see, you have intelligent faith, not blind faith, but intelligent faith and practice. So that. Sorry, there was somebody who was going to ask a question.
Yes. There we go. Hello? Yes? No, now it's red again. Well, I'll try to ask the question loud. How's that?
Yes, I can hear.
You can hear. Good. Thank you very much for being here. We appreciate that. Can you give us some advice on how to help others through their death process?
By seeing or by not seeing? By seeing the person dying, or
By attending, say, family and friends that you're seeing, or either way.
First of all, if you know what to do for yourself when you die, then you know how to do for others. First I say this. If you know how to help yourself when you die, then you know how to help the others. I want to say this first. Okay. Okay? That was important. So let's say, I told I think one course, Kabang course, I think one Kabang course or somewhere, I don't, to write, I told the particular Sanghas, I told to write down when you're going to die, what you're going to do. Write down in your diary book. You know, in your diary book. So write down what you're going to do. So important. So only I'm going to beach in these days, the restaurant, this is not on there. Write down that. When you're going to die, okay, doctor says you have cancer or whatever. So when you come to know you're going to die, okay, what are you going to do? Well, write down. Oh, the best. I said that. Oh, that's so important. Then, when you die, then you can follow that. You see? Oh, you can even change time, or do write down the best. Not just in the garbage, but write down what is most helpful to not be reborn in all realms. To be born in Pure Land, you see, to be Dharma, can perfect image rebirth, all that. You understand? Shoot that. If you are smart, you should that. See? That you help yourself. Oh, then you can also think this way, then you can learn helping others. So, however, I just want to tell Kasore, first, you see, I mean, the person can be different religion, no religion can be. But however, you see, of course, you can say heaven, Christianity or something. Heaven, you see, think about heaven, but you see, but it doesn't mean that free from samsara. Doesn't mean that. You see, the sura realm, asura realm, or order form realm, formless realm, those are samsaric beings. Under the control of delusion karma. They are not free from suffering. So it's okay, but it's okay, heaven, but it's better to mention, just first start, better to mention, you see, name of the Pure Land. It's very important. If it's not, doesn't matter if it's not Buddhist, having devotion to Buddha Dhamma. So no, doesn't matter. Just mention the Pure Land. So say, oh, if you're there, you have many Kasore. You know, everybody's your friend, boyfriend, girlfriend. You know, much better than here, human world. This world where you are, much better there. You know, much better husband, wife. You know, yes, somebody who, you know, no devotion, but somebody, you see, somebody can be Christian, it can be in the, this. So, just mention, Tushita is much better, beach, much better, but you mention name, Tushita is Pure Land. Not heaven, Pure Land. You mention name correctly, but you say there's a much better beach, whatever person likes. You know, normally one enjoys girlfriend, boyfriend, what, husband, wife, what, you know, I don't know, that was, you see, beautiful house and beautiful, that part, you can say that, whatever person likes, much better there. then here. Oh, then person think Dishita. Or, you see, Dishita is deep in this pure land. Oh, then comes a blissful realm. Amitabha pure land. Buddha Amitabha's pure land. So, Amitabha's pure land. The blissful realm, you can say. Dawachin, in Tibetan is Dawachin, means blissful realm. Blissful realm. Blissful pure land. You can say blissful pure land. So name, correct name. That's so important. There is a mind to think, correct name. Then you say, whatever person like, oh, it's much better than. Then here, then person can let go the attachment in this world. You see, the family and all this, let go attachment. Then think of that. Oh, then that helps conscience to go there. That's the method. That's the psychological method. Oh, like that, you see. Oh, you talk like this, what's the person like? Oh, that's not bad. Oh, the correct name helps to be there. Well, that's correct name is very important. The Pure Land. So you see, Amitabha Pure Land. You get one there because unbelievable world and enjoyment. They are pure. Then you never get reborn Lord realm. That you never get reborn back in the Lord realm. You have to free forever from hell, hunger, animal realms. Then see like that, and then there's then Tushita, those unbelievable. Normally, with only who practice pure morality, they get reborn in Tushita. Then there's a Bhaja Pure Land called Thakpa Khachu, sky enjoyment. And you are born there, definitely you become enlightened. Definitely, 100%. Oh, the Hiruka, Vajrayogani, Pure Land, definitely you become enlightened there. Oh, I just want to give one example, okay? That will help everybody, okay? What makes you born there? It's very important, everybody to learn. So, in the Vajrayogani commentary, you see, there's a great yogi, Indian great yogi, Nagujabhava. Nagujabhava, he flies in sky with the 500 daginis and with the music normally. So that he was going to Odi, place called Odi, near, I think near Baksa, West Bengal, and near Baksa, where I lived 8 years. I escaped from Tibet through Bhutan. So there's 1,500 monks later for many years. So beginning, many Tibetan lay people, in the many houses and the full was so crowded. At the beginning. So anyway, so I think it's near there. So he was going for very last tantric practice, japa as a conduct, tantric conduct, the very last practice before enlightenment. So there was a river, big river. So there was one lady waiting. You see, she got paralysis. She got what? Leprosy disease and pus blood coming out and like that. Totally, but kind of filthy, dirty, all the amazing. So she asked the yogi, please carry me the other side of the river. So yogi didn't pay any attention, went straight. Then later, his disciple came. He was living in 36 vows, Gezu Timbua, it's called. Came there to go to Oji, I think. So what happened? He saw this lady. He immediately, even though his monk cannot touch, but immediately got unbelievable compassion. Unbelievable compassion. So he took the lady right away on his backside. He didn't think about it, it's getting disease, or you get a leprosy disease, no thought. Unbelievable compassion, this will sacrifice himself totally. So he carried the lady back, his backside. So then, when he reached middle of the river, that lady, as you see, what happened was his karma, his negative karma, which project the ordinary impure view of the person. Kind of feel the dirty, control lady, you see. Oh, that's purified. Negative karma which project the, impure, this feel the dirty, this, the view, you see. Purified the negative karma, so the view is not there. That ordinary view is gone. It's like you clean the cup with the water, things, or soaps, whatever. You clean, even the smell is gone. Not only dirt, but even the smell is gone. So cup or cloth. So like that. So this mind, by carrying her with incredible compassion, thinking, I'm a country, I get this. No, compassion. So, carrying her backside, purified all that negative karma. And then that negative vision, negative view, the ordinary person, gone. So, now he see deity. That was deity. It was a Doje Pangmo, like Bajayaguni, Doje Pangmo. You see deity, enlightened deity, but you don't see enlightened being. You see very filthy, dirty, sick, like that at the beginning. So by carrying her, it's unbelievable compassion. Carrying her, didn't cross the whole river, but her, you see, reaches her, then that gone, the negative karma is purified. So the negative view, seeing that ordinary person, gone. So, see that now, there's a Pangmo, deity. Then deity took him in the Pure Land without need to die. You see, with this same body, she took him in Pure Land, Tapakatu. Maybe he's enlightened earlier than the Guru. Probably. So like that, you see. She's not a sentient being, she's not ordinary being. It's like a Sangha. Try to meditate to see Mithya Buddha, to be able to see Mithya Buddha for 12 years, but nothing happened. And then on the road, you see, he saw a dog, lower part of the body, full of maggots and worms. Sometimes we see, sometimes I see, like full of worm, the infection in the hair, terrible. Sometimes we see, so Asanga saw that in the road. So got unbelievable compassion, compassion. Then he cut the skin from down below. Thigh, yeah. So spread because of maggots, so they will die. So then for them to eat. So he closed eyes, he went to pick up the tongue, because he might think it might die between fingers. So then he went to touch, pick up the maggots, but could not touch. So then he opened eye. So it wasn't wounded dog. Actually, it's Maitreya Buddha. But he saw Maitreya Buddha, but it's wounded dog. You see the beginning. Oh, so because he cut him. And they put upon the wounds. Well, then the unbelievable compassion to the dog. Oh, that purified his negative karma. Not seeing Maitreya Buddha, wounded dog. Oh, purified that negative karma. Then the karma, negative karma, produce this ordinary sentient being, even dog, not a human being, even dog, wounded dog. Oh, that vision gone. Oh, then now see, he could not touch, so it's Maitreya Buddha. Then he grabbed. Oh, but I've been maintained for so long. Why? Then Maitreya Buddha said, I was there all the time. You spit in the cave, so you spit on my robe here. He proved that he was there all the time. He showed the marks of monks that he spitted, Oh, hi. So that's karma. So you see, why as we don't see Buddha, when you are meditating, where you are, it's like that. It's like that. So when our negative karma is purified, then you see Buddha just there where you are. So then you see, Maitreya Buddha. Then Maitreya Buddha asked, what do you want? I want teachings. Then Maitreya Buddha drew him to pure Tushita. Not ordinary Tushita, this heaven, this world God, not that one, but higher than that. And then it's like monastery from the city. So the Tushita high up, pure land. So to Maitreya Buddha took Tushita, and one morning, it was one morning, Tushita, but 50 years for human being. So received teachings and Tamtri Danga. Tamtri Danga. See, teachings of 11 kinds. The Maitreya Buddha's teaching, the Abhisamaya, Garagat, and ornament, what? And one is the killer realization, Uta Tantra, and Abhisamaya, Garaga. So then he wrote 5 commentaries to the Sadhana. Then the monasteries in Tibet for Sajaka, Nyingma, all that, they've been studying. Then go to the Sarakat and Tribun Teshulum about that. That's the basic text what they've been studying. Then part of English, other details, so many, up to now, so many sentient beings became enlightened. So many sentient beings became enlightened. And the actualized part become the Kazamuri, Arya, Bodhisattvas, So all that came from the Ayas Sangha's compassion, general compassion to this dog, wounded dog. So this, you see, which was Maitreya Buddha. You can. Now the whole point is compassion to the sentient beings. Compassion to the sentient beings. So important. You see, the story comes. Root from where all the benefits come is great compassion. One person, great compassion to somebody. Then you see that Gezo Sambuwa, you see how you went to Pure Land so easily, without even dying with the present body on the Pure Land. The Japamo took it like that, and it's even like went down. Okay, so the essence, that's what we need to learn. That's what we need to do. The essence of practice. Compassion. So it is said in the Khasure. It is said by Genesis, the Chuyang Taba Dole, from scripture. Genesis said, if you have compassion, then all the qualities you will receive, so means including enlightenment. Every single quality, you receive. All the phenomena, the old qualities, you receive. Then, I said, don't need so many dharma follow, so many dharma. We just need to follow one. That's the great compassion. If you have great compassion, then all the dharma you'll get. So that means including enlightenment. All the Chinese advice. There may be words, but I don't remember that. Chinese. That. You see, I mentioned how Geshe Tsumbawa is Pure Land so quickly, and how Maitreya Buddha, the Asanga, Ichi Buddha, then now numberless sentences, each enlightenment by studying, meditating, exercising path mentioned those texts. Then of course later, much later, Lama Disha, when it wrote the path to enlightenment. Then Lamrim, from that, Lamrim is a symbol, whole entire teaching, Pandagawatika logician teaching and Vinaya, Avatama Gosha, Avatama Alankarika, and Matamika, all this, and then integrate into few pages and made very simple, clear. Then so many sentences become enlightened by understanding, by learning, by meditating on that. Made easy. You have to understand that. So you see. Okay, so to begin, you see, as I mentioned, the name is very important. Rather saying heaven, Pure Land. So it's much better. As I said, Pure Land, those different Pure Land. You mentioned the genus Pure Land is called Bodhala, the Pure Land, Bodhala. So anyway, but then whatever the person likes, then you say that's much better up there. So person then can think that then there's something to hold on to. So then that makes it easy. So to let go here, the attachment, then go there. That you have to know that. You have to know how to advise. You have to know how to advise. But you see what happens. I tell you. People tell the person dying the object of attachment. Even the person don't normally go, then the person is dying, then you go, the girls, the boys, whatever, you go there, the object of attachment. All that doesn't help. Just an example. You talk about attachment, you talk object of attachment, and things like that. You see, more get attached, and then because that go to lower realm. So things like that. So you see, how to get advice, you have to know correct advice that helps the person. Not what you believe, but what helps that person. That you have to think. That you have to know what harms, what helps. That's totally different than what you think do to society. due to society, believe, then it's not. So all of that, that's what to advise. Then yeah, like that, and then of course there's some people who has much compassion, so they're so easy to talk about compassion to others when the person dying. You don't think of all the family, all this blah 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 blah. So compassion towards something suffering. See, then to free them from suffering, to free them from sufferings, and then to cause happiness. Is the ultimate happiness, everlasting happiness. So things like that. So compassion to others. Those are very good. Those are very good to that time. If person dies with compassion, is the best way of dying. Compassion to other sentient beings. Or compassion to one sentient being, or compassion to many, to other sentient beings. Those are the best thing. So the person who has a faith to Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, of course, those are different. There's a then there's of course you can do medicine Buddha. The short medicine Buddha practice, you see, that you can do, of course. Person is even not a religion. That you do practice here. Even the person doesn't want to, if you think it's not good person to hear your prayer, and you can just sit there and do quietly your prayers for the person dying. So you can do that. And the person won't like to hear your prayer, you recite it loudly. So somebody who has a faith with Dharma Sangha or things, it depends. So like that. Some people are very new, but they like the prayers, to hear the prayers. And there's some karma. So there's all kinds like that. Okay, so now first thing, let me tell this. When you see one the animal or people dying, they just dying now, or dying this hour, or dying, today, or dying here, several hours, or whatever. So first thing to recite is seven times or more. Recite that first. Then, after that, you do the short medicine Buddha practice. Then if you recite that first, to animal, what is it loudly? So animal dying hears, people who dying hears, never get reborn Lord realm. They're saved from the Lord realm. You must write down. Write down your diary book. Sorry. Trong den de ji shaba da trong ba yang da ba zo sa rin chen tuk tur chen la cha zo at least 7 times or more. Understand? That but person dying or animal able to hear recite loud, not only yourself, no, who can hear. Yeah. Okay. 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 Short medicine Buddha. Then is a short medicine Buddha Kasura practice. Then you see, then Kasura, that's most powerful. Then if you know any power, transfer the consciousness pure. So if any power, you can do that. But power, first you do power yourself, and then you get you got science, succeed power, then you do others, then maybe more effective, also like that. I myself, sorry, many people ask, but I myself, I didn't do, until look at the sign, which normally 3 days, 4 days like that, but I didn't do myself, so lazy. I pray for dead people, dying people, dead people. So all that like that. It's all, the methods, it all depends on the situation or the person is fed with Dhamma Sangha. It's all situation, it depends, you see. Like that. So, as I said before, please write down. When you're going to die, for example, doctor says you have this, or whatever. So you come to know to die, what I'm going to do, or write down. It's so important. And you can change what the best. So which is not best, then you can change something. You write which is the best. Write down. You follow through that when you die. Okay? Otherwise, so confused, so scared, full of fear. No, I didn't do this, I didn't do this, so distracted, life has been so distracted, I didn't get this, now I'm saying, you understand? Oh. Sorry. Sorry, so I think we turn to, start here. The budget stuff is a little bit longer than yesterday. Yeah, okay. Otherwise, then we're going to break tomorrow. The time to repeat it, break? What? Okay. Jimata, Kacha. To the jail. Okay. Me. Kacha. Okay, so we do quick, okay?
Just very quick, if you need to go out. You don't need to go out.
Excuse me, I'd like to make a quick announcement too. Tomorrow evening at 5:30, we're going to be reading the Mahavatar Sutra for Lama Zopa's long life and good health. We will be doing that reading, and you've been, in your packet, you all have a copy of that Mahavatar Sutra. So please bring it with you. It'd be very nice to have a very large group of people do that.